consonant sound are essential components of spoken English that are produced when the airflow from the lungs is obstructed, either partly or completely, by the movement or positioning of the speech organs such as the lips, teeth, lung, alveolar rate, heart plate, and soft plate. And this obstruction creates distinctive sound that function as building blocks of word and sentence. Unlike vowel sounds, which articulate with relatively often vocal tracts, consonant sound require specific contact or narrowing in the mouth, making them highly dependent on accurate articulation, and because English relies heavily on consonant contracts to different meaning. Events like mispronunciation of consonant sound can lead to confusion and misunderstanding. For example, when the words pet, bad, and fat are incorrectly pronounced, which demonstrate that mastering consonant sound is not only a matter of pronunciation accuracy, but also a crucial aspect of achieving intelligibility, fluency, and effective communication in spoken English.
Okay, so we are gonna explain the type of English consonant sounds. English consonant sounds are categorized into several major types based on their manner of articulation, the system that explains how sounds are safely produced in the mouth and help learners understand the mechanics behind pronunciation, include polysyllabic sounds that involve a complete closure of the vocal tract followed by sudden release of air, fricative sounds that are formed by forcing air through a narrow opening to produce friction, effricate sounds that combine the characteristic of polysyllabic and fricative in a single sound, nasal sounds that allow air to escape through the nasal cavity while the oral passage is blocked, and approximant sounds in which the articulator approach each other without creating noticeable friction. This classification not only highlights the diversity of English consonant sounds, but also reveals why English pronunciation can be challenging for learners. As some sounds categories may not exist in their native language or may be produced differently, making it necessary for learners to consciously practice and adjust their articulation in order to achieve clearer and more natural English speech.
Hello guys, this is my parts for explaining the problems about these parts and about this topic. So, the common pronunciation problems related to English consonant sounds generally arise from differences between the phonological system of English and learners' first languages. Example, I'm from Indonesia and I want to study our English languages or like Spanish or others. So the big problem, I think, the common problem is about the pronunciations between differences between the phonological system of English and learners' first languages. So, which can lead to difficulties in accurately producing certain sounds, maintaining consistent articulations, and controlling voicing and airflow. This is like when we are need to speak or study more about other languages, so we have to make ourselves same like a native speaker. So, particularly when learners are not accustomed to this distinct sounds based on the subarticulatory, these challenges are often reinforced by limited exposure to authentic spoken English and insufficient pronunciation practice, causing learners to develop persistent articulation habits that interferes with clarity and intelligibility. So, maybe I think we have to always speak and always try and always make ourselves speak in this pronunciation like a native speaker. Maybe like we always listen to other person who is a native speaker, or we always to have listen or read a book and others, whatever. The important is we have to know how the speaker speaks, for we can speak and we can have the problem about the common pronunciation problems is last time what I say, like differences between the pronunciation system. And over time, these pronunciation difficulties may affect learners' confidence because fluency and overall effectiveness in oral communications if they are not addressed through focused instruction and regular practice. If you don't speak like a native speaker, so usually we have ourselves like our confidence is to be low and low. But you speak and try and always to be better every day. Thank you.
And then last material about short practice example. Short practice examples are bright, focused, and repetitive. Learning activities and designed to help learners master English consonant sound. The exercises allow learners to concentrate on specific consonant sounds or sound contrasts that are often difficult, especially for learners of English as a foreign or second language. Through controlled practice, learners can better understand how consonant sounds are produced in terms of place of articulation, manner of articulation, and voicing. The short exercises play an important role in pronunciation learning because they help learners develop phonological awareness and reduce persistent pronunciation errors. By practicing consonant sound repeatedly in structured way, learners become more aware of how their speech organs, such as the lips, tongues, teeth, and vocal cords, work together to produce accurate sound. Over time, this repeated practice strengthens muscle memory, allowing learners to pronounce consonant sounds more naturally and automatically. Example of exercises. Below are several examples of short practice examples commonly used in teaching English consonant sound, like isolate sound practice, syllable practice, minimal vowel practice, word level practice, and short sentence practice.
Okay guys, so that is all we can talk today. I hope you guys can understand what we're talking about today, and see you next time guys.
Thank you for that. My name is Ahmad Antonio, and my name is Ahmad Samuel Azmi.
I am Ahmad Arikaldi.
And I'm Rahman Hakim.